Hello fellow Helldivers, Thornton here, and today is the end of an era. As most of you have heard, well, the former CEO and now the COO has left Helldivers at least for the immediate future. Along with that, some other devs have left, and it makes us wonder, well, what's going to be next for Arrowhead Studios? We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So Helldivers 2 has been making some pretty good changes recently. In case you didn't know, Sony has actually gone ahead, made some improvements to the blocked regions, and they actually made it so that the blocked regions went down from 177 to 133, and they said they are going to continue to work on getting more players from other regions back in. So Helldivers Unite, we are getting more and more reinforcements, and this is great news as February 8th is about a week away at this point. We've got the space-time fluctuating indicator going on, and well, it seems like something pretty sinister is going to be going on with Super Earth, which has a 100% liberation rate. There were some datamined files that we talked about the other day about how all three enemy forces are surging towards Super Earth, so it looks like we're finally getting, a pretty big storyline. In fact, Iron Sights showed us an image of Super Earth the other day along with some gameplay, and it does look forestry, but there are cities in it as well. You can see on screen right now. Overall, it looks pretty cool. That being said, we also have some really sad news going on today. Johan Pilstead made a tweet the other day saying, "Hey everyone, I'm going to be doing a sabbatical for a while. I know a lot of you are thinking, por qué? Well, you have enjoyed Helldivers 2 for almost a year. I've been living it since early 2016 and with Helldivers since 2013. 11 years of working around the clock on the same IP has made me set aside family and friends, my lovely wife, and myself. I'm going to take some time now to redeem what was lost from those that supported me for over a decade. When I'm back, I will start working on the next Arrowhead game." Johan signing off, the last survivor of SES Song of the Stars. Now, while it's really good that he's going to be taking a personal break to focus on himself, it is sad news that he said when he comes back, he's going to be working on the next Arrowhead game, meaning that he might not have too much more involvement in Helldivers 2. And this isn't the first time we've actually seen this with devs, as Twinbeard, one of the developers and who was in charge of basically going ahead and doing a lot of stuff in the game, said that it would feel weird to drop a post on Discord and not say anything here, especially since it would be screenshotted and posted. "My contract with Arrowhead is coming to an end, and since I have a lot of outstanding vacation, this unfortunately means this will be the last day as community manager here. For my first day out, you welcomed me with open arms and hug emotes, so on and so forth. We fought the alien scum and bot menace on the battlefield, experienced the same bugs, and turned the tide together. Helldivers 2 is a much healthier game today than it was a few months ago, and it has a bright future ahead. There were some things I wanted to say, sometimes that I couldn't, that's part of the job. There were some things I wanted to do that we never got around to, or haven't rather. The show goes on just without me. Be nice to my colleagues, try to be patient with all the hardworking devs if things take more time than you would like them to, and stay as dedicated and crazy and as wonderful as you always are. I'll remain on the server and I'll be around. Always feel free to say hi or DM me." But with Twinbeard leaving, the big question is, well, where does the story go from here, and what can we be expecting next to go ahead and help us, as some of the community leaders have now disappeared? And today we're going to talk about the bugs and what it looks like to go on with the Gloom, as that seems to be a future focal point of the game. So let's go ahead and do a deep dive into what we can be expecting with the bugs. It does look like the Gloom is going to be something that's already been teased by Arrowhead. As they were actually asked recently, they're working on a planetary modifier that will see new lethal variants of some of our existing bug spawns. I'm pleased with how they are turning out, and I think they will present a unique challenge for the Helldivers. Another enemy I've worked on is the Impaler, which I will not say more about at this point. Obviously, this was a question asked before the new Escalation of Freedom, where they did talk about the Impaler that they've been working on, and that the Gloom is going to be something that modifies the Terminid enemies into something much more dangerous. According to some datamined information coming from Iron Sights, it does appear that there is going to be an evolution of these creatures. Now, according to some information, it does appear that there is an NPC called the Architect, which could be involved with the evolution of bugs in some way. There's actually a model in the game right now of something called a dragon, or a bug dragon. In fact, Iron Sights said that there's more proof of the bug dragons existing as juggernauts than the Hive Lords, and well, we've seen a lot of leaks and information about the Hive Lord. According to that same information, there are some abilities already found for the Dragon Lords. There's Fly, Burrow, Unburrow, Start Dive, End Dive, Crash, Bark, but it has more abilities than the Shrieker, and it cannot open a bug breach as of when he had found that information. There was oddly enough some stuff for Helldivers 2 soundtrack that featured flying space bugs as well, so it does seem like this is something that the developers have been working on for quite a while, and it'll be interesting to see how the Architect actually rolls into this. We also know that at some point there's supposed to be more variants in the future, like hallucinogenic bugs, and if you think that sounds kind of crazy, well, there's a new spore system that is being worked on in the future. Iron Sights went ahead and gave us a pretty basic rundown right here back in May, letting us know that there are mutated acid planets, which we have kind of briefly seen, but death troopers who are equipped with fluoroantimononic super acid. You'll have to wear gas masks on the planets, and one of the planets is described as having deposits of poisonous gas, lakes of acid, fog so thick it is impossible to see. These planets will be violent acid storms. Along with that, there will be orbital acid burst stratagem, hallucinogenic mutation, which we just went over with the bugs, where certain planets and bugs will release hallucinogenic spores. So if you thought fighting the Terminids and automatons threat was bad enough, try doing it while going high on a trip. That looks like something that we may very well have as a future challenge when we go onto these planets. Ironsides did let us know a list of the planets. It's actually a fairly old list, but he updated it on June 10th. Some of these we've already seen, but there is in the files right now: Bug Homeworld, Bot Homeworld, Illuminate Homeworld. Can't wait till we finally get those. Mines of Zion, Forest Cathedrals, Heroes Bayo, Coldeth, Miasma 8, Darkwater Bay, Bug Quarantine, Meridian Leah, which I think we blew up, RP426, Usheron, Outpost 31, Franklin's Retreat, and Protea as well. Some of them, like I said, have already come to the game, but it will be interesting to see which one of these actually ends up giving us the dragon bug and then also makes us, start to trip a bit. But the big question is, since this is on the Terminate side of the map, is it gonna make its way to the Meridia black hole? And what would happen if the Gloom got into the other side? So that's all the news that you guys need to know about Helldivers 2 today. That being said, we're gonna go ahead and move into some of the fun gameplay and clips. Remember to submit any that you guys want to see on screen. Feel free to do so. But without further ado, let's watch the best highlights of the last couple of days of Helldivers 2 players.
Oh, what was that, dude?
No.
Dude, I watched that. I just watched you fly in his mouth.
Holy fuck.
Oh, nice hit. Watch out, there's a thermite right on top of you.
Yep.
You man!
Calling down a sentry.
Extraction is available.
Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on some of the changes in organization and management going on with Helldivers 2? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more news and information on Helldivers 2 on the daily. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. Keep spreading managed democracy.